folks, welcome to another episode of Otter Creek Outdoors. Today we're featuring deer hunting using primitive weapons. Although in today's world, primitive weapons aren't really that primitive. I decided this season to switch to a crossbow. I held out as long as I could, but my shoulders are not working as good as they should be, so I finally gave in using a crossbow. In this first segment, I'll be sighting it in and getting familiar with the crossbow.
Okay, I got my new crossbow here. Just getting in the habit of shooting it. I'm at 40 yards. I'm also testing my camera because obviously I don't have a camera mounted on this like I do on my compound. Okay. I'm just curious to see how this is recording. These are Rage target broadheads and seem to be shooting okay. 40 yards. I also shot an arrow using the 20-yard marker, and it actually hit the dirt in front of the target. So obviously this thing doesn't shoot so flat that you can get away with that. Okay, so this is arrow number 3. It's marked because what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this one freehand at 40 yards. It's hard to hold this thing steady. Alright, so let's see how everything did. Alright, you get an idea of walking towards the target. Wow, that's a pretty good group. I'm shooting a little bit low at 40 yards with the Rage test broadhead. Not bad. Okay, so I'm shooting at 30 because at 40 my arrows with the Rage broadhead testing shot maybe at 40 yards, maybe an inch low, which isn't bad, and I had a really tight group. But I want to see now at 30 if it makes a difference. And oh, that looks like it's right in, so it looks pretty good. Let's go take a look. One thing nice about this crossbow with the scope, I sighted it in at 20 yards and it automatically is set for 30, 40, and I even shot at 50 yards. So you know, not like a compound bow where you got to sit and adjust each pin. Look at that. That's beautiful. So I think I'm all set. I'm going to change to field points, and I'm going to take a few more shots.
I got the crossbow sighted in. It's shooting pretty accurate. I'm ready for my first hunt. In this first hunt was an unplanned hunt, and I decided just to go out early in the afternoon. And it turns out the landowner also decided to go out, and he's riding around his quad. Passed by me twice within 5 yards. And never give up, because all of a sudden, unexpectedly, out of nowhere, there's a doe right under me. It happened so fast, there was no time to get the camera going or try to videotape. Well, I just took my first deer, a doe, with my crossbow. It was maybe only 15 or 20 yards. Man, I slammed the thing. It went down and then just took off, and it ran down the hill, which is good, but then he crashed. I don't know if she's down, but I'll give it some time and we'll see what happens. Well, I know the light is bad, but I found my doe, and
Got my crossbow here. Got a nice exit wound. Unbelievable. Maybe a 1.5, 2.5-year-old doe. Anyway, my first crossbow deer, and it's only the 17th of September, which is the 3rd day of the season. Praise God. As you can see, I harvested my first deer, a doe, with my crossbow, and it was quite an exciting experience. 5 days later, I go to that same stand, and probably with about 40-45 minutes left of legal shooting, I noticed about 3, 4, maybe even 5 bucks milling about 80-90 yards above me on the side of this hill I'm on, and they're coming in and out of this field that was clear cut a couple years ago, and it looks like they're sucking up acorns under those hardwood trees. It was quite interesting to watch these bucks coming and going like that. Finally, with 5 or 10 minutes left of legal shooting, they decide to make their way toward me. Again, unfortunately, in those last few minutes, I didn't have the camera running, so I didn't capture what happened next on film.
was kind of a nice small racked 7-point buck that I harvested, and that's 2 deer with my crossbow in 8 days. This next footage, I'm at a different property, again crossbow hunting, and suddenly this 8-point buck, and as you're going to see, this is really a nice, awesome looking 8-point buck, comes in about 85 or 90 yards. I watched this guy for probably 30 minutes hoping he's going to come in and give me an opportunity. I decided my maximum shot's going to be 50 yards. Well, finally, he gets broadside at 50 yards. I hit the trigger. Nothing happens because I forgot to take the safe off. By the time I get the safe off, you can see I lost my opportunity and he just walked off, not quite into the sunset, but he was gone. I'm sitting in the same tree stand again some weeks later. Now it's cold and there's snow on the ground, and this 4-point buck comes in. I got him broadside at 5 yards, but at first I say, I don't want to take him, so I let him pass. But he's just hanging around in front of me, and I don't know, perhaps I'll change my mind. Obviously, I took a shot at 35 yards. It looks like I missed, but in slow motion, I believe that there was a little sapling that I just happened to hit with my bolt. You can see that now in slow motion. Now I'm on one of my other properties. It's getting towards the end of legal shooting life, and a couple of does come in. I would say 4 or 5 total, and they seem kind of playful. They're jumping around, and this is just to enjoy the look and beauty of deer in the woods. I had no interest in taking another doe. That was pretty interesting watching those doe run around. Now I'm back on that same stand where I saw the 8-point and missed the forkhorn. It's muzzleloader season, and 2 doe come into view. Well, folks, with about 20 minutes left of legal shooting, it's muzzleloader season. It's my 3rd outing in the season, which ends in just a couple of days. I had a couple of does coming in back there, down there behind me. And at about 40 yards, one of them locked up. And I decided to take the shot. I'm waiting out to give it a little time. And also, I'm reloading in the event that a buck should come by. Hopefully I'll find this doe. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens. Okay, folks, so I called my boys because I don't see blood very good. And here's my doe. My boys found the blood. It took us a while to find the first blood, but that's a really good shoulder shot right there. Good sized doe. So we'll have to get them gutted and get them in the truck. Praise God. Thank you, boys. It's great to have sons, especially the ones that love you and track your deer. Alright, so my extraction team is hard at work, dragging my deer out of the woods. I got it, but they dragged it out. We don't have maybe but a couple hundred yards to get to the bridge, and the truck's on the other side. Well, at least I got that shot on video. And thankfully, my sons were available to help me find the deer and drag it out of the woods. Folks, thanks for watching another episode of Otter Creek Outdoors. And remember, when you have an opportunity, bring it to the next generation. Thanks for watching. God bless.